Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a palm-colored woman who actually came to say that they also experience racism from Black people and all that. And then why did she say that? Because a pop-colored person actually told her that she was listening. I was listening to white people talk over a Black woman while she was trying to explain why the N word is racist. It was not a good look, right? Number one is that we all already know how palm colored people do their thing. They always want to be the center of attraction, and when they are not getting that attention, they can, throw tantrum because that is what they know how to do best. So a Black woman is actually trying to explain to them why they shouldn't use the N word, right? And it was not a good look. Now I am asking this: why do you people even want to use the N word? That is number one. And then she went further to say that Black people are red to the seas to them, right? Especially sometimes a Black woman said, like it's okay for a Black woman to say, shut your white mouth. But it is not okay for a white woman to say, shut your Black mouth. Whew, it's really amazing. But you know what? Let's get into this.
Okay, let's have a conversation, shall we? Your video was sent to me, and then I went down the rabbit hole because I'm a bigger rabbit. But then I saw this, and I became very intrigued.
I was listening to white people talk over a Black woman while she was trying to explain why the N-word is racist. Not a good look. Oh, that's weird, because I was watching human beings having a conversation. You saw color, not me. But I'm the racist? You don't have a problem at all with her saying, shut your white mouth? A Black woman is speaking? You don't, that doesn't, not at all? That doesn't faze you? Why? Why couldn't she have just said, hey, can you please shut up or shut your mouth for a second, I'm speaking? Why does she have to make it about race? She's trying to use her race to overpower his race and make it seem like she's superior, so she gets the floor. She doesn't get like extra coddling just because she's Black.
That's what it all comes down to, right? Right? Extra coddling because she's Black. I read your bio, the first video you put up there, that pinned video, and how you were really left-leaning until COVID happened, and then apparently you went down in the dark web, and all of a sudden you became Canadians' version of MAGA, I guess. And you were at the convoy. Okay. So I already know intellectually you and I are not on the same page at all. But I want to talk about that idea of this person that you were talking about saw color, you saw character. And that this woman made it about race when she said, shut your white mouth, a Black woman is talking. Aww. And somehow, you now feel like you're the victim of racism. Let you and I have a conversation, shall we? So I'm going to ask you a series of questions. What is it about Blackness that bothers you? What is it? I mean, you seem like the sort of person that would answer those questions, even though you will do it under a filter. And I'm doing it with my own face, no filter, no magical dust ups or nothing like that. This is me. Why does Blackness bother you so much? Do you see some sort of unfair advantage? Do you think the world caters to Blackness? Why do you feel as though you taking up for Caucasian people can experience racism? And how can that happen? Again, you seem like the sort of person that I can ask this question to. What does it mean for a white person to experience racism? And please, do not give me Merriam-Webster. Not unless you're going to give me both of those definitions. Because I know, much like a whole lot of other Caucasian people, you only give half the story and then run with it. So, first off, what is it about blackness that bothers you? What is it? You see, what people like yourself fail to understand is that is all anybody in a marginalized community can do. And I understand you got it from Martin Luther King. You didn't get anything else from him, but that's okay. That's all we have. That's it. Content of character. That's all we got, and I will explain to you what I mean. You see, I have no idea about you. I don't. I have no damn idea about you. I don't know you from a can of paint. We've never met in real life. So I have to go on what you do rather than who you are. I run into white people all day, every day, 24/7, 365. Here in America, it's kind of an impossibility not to. And every single one of them can be very, very nice or very, very racist. I have to wait until they open their mouth for me to find out. But not you. That goes back to question number one. What is it about blackness that bothers you? What advantage do you think I have or anyone else has simply by being black? When that woman said, "Shut your white mouth," weren't you all trying to talk over the top of her? Weren't you? Seems a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm superior, so therefore I don't really care what you say ist. Don't you think? She's trying to make a point. Whole bunch of people in there talking over her. And considering the fact she's the only black person on the panel, there's a bunch of white people, maybe she did mean that. Maybe she did. Maybe she meant, shut your white ass up so I can talk. A black woman is talking. As in, not so much the blackness, but the woman part. I'm trying to make a point. A whole bunch of people want to talk over me. So I'm going to remind you, I'm the only person here of color. Why does that bother you? You've been in those convoys, right? Right? The Canadian convoy. You mean to tell me you never once heard a bunch of white people saying something racist? Not one time? Not one time? Really? You're going to tell me a bunch of truckers who are all hopped up on MAGA, not one time did you hear anything offensive? How come you're not at the convoy at Eagle Pass? Because I'm guaranteeing you'll hear some xenophobic slurs down there. Which brings me to Sunny Point number 2. Have you ever experienced racism? Have you? I mean, I'm dead ass serious. Have you ever experienced it? What was the example? Some black person excluded you from something. Why? Because again, all we have is content of character. That's all we can go on. That's it. We have to wait until you say something before we have to realize, oh shit, this motherfucker's down the deep end. And you admit yourself, you are now a righty. So many things the country got wrong. And well, if you're already in those enclaves, you mean to tell me you have never heard anything racist? This is just a dialogue. I'm not even attacking you. I'm genuinely asking, what form of racism have you ever experienced? Ever had anybody burn something in front of your house? Oh, I'm sorry. That's too far back, right? That's too far back, right? You ever fit the description of someone? I'm 6 feet tall and 255 pounds. I'll give you 255. I always fit the description. One of the reasons I don't leave the house. Have you ever had that? Ever experienced that? But I'm pretty sure you have experienced sexism, right? So you know it when you see it. You know it when you see it. You've experienced sexism. Do you know racism when you see it? Have you ever experienced it to see it? $1 million question, isn't it? Again, this isn't an attack. It genuinely isn't. Call this a course correction. You see, I think your heart may be in the right place, but you're really, really far off as far as your character is concerned. You now believe the idea that you can be a victim of something that has never affected you, something that you do not have a legacy of, something that nobody tells you about. Have you ever had to have the talk? You see, that's the thing. Those marginalized people that you swear up and down have so many benefits, which we don't, by the way. But those people that you swear up and down, we have these benefits because we're black. Please understand they're not benefits, because they come with the knowledge that stereotypes will walk in front of us before we ever enter the room. Have you ever had that happen to you? Ever been told your communities are hell on earth filled with crack, drugs, and single mothers? That ever happened to you? Maybe you should take time, step back, and rethink what you're saying. Again, not an attack, simply an observation from one of those people that you think have a benefit that you don't. I wish you a very good day.
So this is all I got from this video, and you know what, I actually went down to check her videos, to check, like, to see more, only to find out that she has been banned from TikTok and all that. And I really do love it for her. They are so quick to jump into black people's business without even knowing, without knowing anything. They just want to speak because they can speak. They do not even for a minute, think about some certain things. The fact that they always want to be center of attraction is just like, they always want to be in the center of everything. It's just something that I really don't understand. So, according to her, she said she was listening. I was listening to white people talk over a black woman while she was trying to explain why the N-word is racist. Not a good look, because they always have something to say. They never ever, they do not ever want to talk. Listen to black people, because you don't have anything to say, but they have something to say, and she decided to make it a race thing, right? By asking, so it's okay for a black woman to say, shut your white mouth, and it's not okay for a black person to say, shut your black mouth, a black mouth, it's racist and all that. You all already know what they can do and what they cannot do. These people are the kind of people that will not even let you, passive aggression and all that. That is what they know how to do best. Number one, probably as what they know how to do best, trying to talk over a black woman, and she was not having it. And if I were the person, I wouldn't also have it. When you are talking, they are supposed to listen, right? So the fact that you are talking, they also want to talk. So you have to close your mouth, because what they are talking about got to do with black people, Why you shouldn't use the N-word, why you shouldn't say the N-word. They wouldn't let her talk, right? So see, I really don't know how they do it, but it's very rare. I keep saying this. I'm not saying because I'm probably trying to side black people or something, but I am saying it because I have been doing this video for a while, and it is very rare to see a black person getting or trying to get nosy when it comes to pop-colored people. But you wake up every day to see them talking so many things, saying so many things, and the rest of it. And I think they can do better, It's always easy, or they are always very quick to tell you how they experience racism. And then you ask them, what did you experience? Probably they are not able to explain it, or they are not able to tell you what they experienced, because they know that they do not experience that. Have you ever tried explaining to someone why they shouldn't use the N-word on you, and they tell you why you are also trying to tell them the reason why they shouldn't do some certain things to a black person, and you see them probably say one or two things, right? They have not been pulled over by the cops and get scared because they might not make it home. Have they actually experienced that? They have not. So how do you want them to, they wake up every day to tell you that they do not have any privilege, and then you tell them to switch their skin color. They are like, on the run. They wouldn't want to even give up that, not even for a second, because they know how immune that is and all that. Black people have to, like, black kids grow up so fast. Even as a 10-year-old black child, you are already street smart. Not just being street smart, all your sense organs are already well activated, because you never can tell what will happen at any particular point in time. They don't get to be child, and all that, because you cannot be playing as a child with mobile phone and your cops are surrounding you because they feel threatened. How do you mistake mobile phone, I mean to say, mobile phone to pew pew? Make that make sense. All these are the things that I look at, I see and watch, and then somebody tells me that they do not have privilege and all that. I look at them and I am like, I do not blame you. Or they tell me that that they experience racism. I see them as unserious people, because they cannot be serious. So let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.